Every single night, we all dive into this mysterious world of dreams. We spend about a third of our lives there. And I'm sure you've woken up from some wild, vivid story your mind just told you and thought, what on earth was that about? So let's explore a really cool idea about what's actually happening while we sleep.
Just think about this for a second. What if sleep isn't just downtime? What if it's an active workshop where your mind is literally working on your own personal development? This one question completely changes the game, right? It turns our nightly adventures from just some random movie into a powerful tool for our own growth.
And this is the core idea we're going to unpack. Think of your dreams as your own personal spiritual compass. It's this built-in guidance system that's always there, pointing you toward balance, shining a light on hidden truths, and helping you find your way through all the stuff you deal with in your daily life. So how does this compass actually work? Well, it all comes down to understanding the two different parts of your mind, the one that's in charge when you're awake and the one that takes over when you're asleep. First up, you've got the ego. The easiest way to think about the ego is like your mind's CEO. It's all about logic, managing your public image, and just keeping the day-to-day operations running smoothly. And most importantly, it really, really likes to be in control. But then, there's the subconscious. Now, if the ego is the CEO, the subconscious is like this huge, creative, sometimes kind of chaotic research and development department. It's the deep archive of your mind. It holds everything, your deepest beliefs, your untapped strengths, your raw instincts. It just doesn't usually get the microphone during the day because the CEO is busy running the show. And here is the absolute key. When you go to sleep, the CEO, your ego, finally clocks out for the night. The lights in that executive suite go dark. And that is when the R&D department, your subconscious, gets its chance to come forward. But it doesn't communicate with spreadsheets and PowerPoint slides. It speaks in the strange, powerful language of symbols and stories, which, of course, we experience as dreams. This is your unfiltered inner truth bubbling up to the surface. Okay, so our subconscious is talking to us, awesome, but what is it actually helping us with? Well, when you start paying attention to these messages, it fires up your personal growth in three really specific and powerful ways. These three growth engines are getting deeper self-awareness, unlocking creative problem solving, and finding some powerful emotional healing. Let's break each one down because this is where that compass really starts to prove its worth. First, self-awareness. Look, your ego is great at filtering reality to fit the story you like to tell about yourself. But your dreams, they show you the unedited, behind-the-scenes footage. If you have a recurring dream, that's your subconscious weaving a huge flag, trying to get you to notice patterns or blind spots you might be ignoring when you're awake. It's a direct line to how you truly feel about the path you're on. Second, we've got problem solving. Have you ever gone to bed stuck on a problem only to wake up with a solution just there? That's your subconscious at work. While you're sleeping, your brain is running all these creative simulations, connecting ideas in ways your logical waking mind would probably never even try. It's working on challenges in the background and then delivers those brilliant aha moments right to your doorstep when you wake up. And third, and honestly, this might be the most important one, is emotional healing. Dreams are kind of like a personal flight simulator for our feelings. They give us this safe, symbolic space where we can face heavy emotions like anxiety or grief. It lets us practice processing them without any of the real-world consequences. This is how we can truly integrate difficult experiences, release old fears, and find some real transformation. So this all sounds great, but how do we actually start listening to this inner compass? The best part is you don't need to be an expert. The whole process starts with just a few simple, really practical steps. Okay, step one, keep a notebook right by your bed, a dedicated dream journal. Just doing that signals to your mind that you're ready to listen. When you write, try to use the present tense, so I am walking, not I was walking. It helps you recapture the feeling of actually being there, and do it immediately. Dream memories fade so fast. Grab even the tiniest fragment you can. And finally, this is crucial, focus on the feeling. Seriously, the emotion of the dream is often way more important than the plot. Let's take water, for example. It's pretty much a universal symbol for our emotional state. So you have to ask yourself, was the water in your dream a calm, clear lake, maybe inviting you in for a swim? Or was it a terrifying, overwhelming flood that you were trying to escape? The answer tells you so much about the emotional currents running just beneath your surface. Look, by paying attention to these nightly messages, you're not just analyzing weird dreams. You're starting a really powerful journey of self-discovery. But it's so important to go into it with the right mindset.
You have to remember this. You are not going to understand every single dream right away, and that is completely okay. The goal here isn't to become some perfect dream interpreter overnight. The real value is just in the consistent, curious act of listening. You're building a brand new relationship with your inner self, one conversation at a time.
So as you get ready for sleep tonight, maybe just set a tiny intention to listen, to just be open. Treat your dreams like a personal guide that is always there, ready to help you find your way. Your journey really does begin tonight. What will your compass tell you?